You are listening to the Confidence Chronicles podcast, episode number 37. Hola, hola. It's your girl Erica from America. Welcome to the Confidence Chronicles podcast. This podcast is all about helping you stand in who you are. Stop giving a fuck what people think about you. Start reclaiming your confidence. Start standing in your fully expressed self. As you are, as is, no filter needed. You are fucking awesome. I am here to remind you I'm a confidence coach and I'm a bold stand for confidence, and I cannot wait to dig into today's episode with you. Hello once again. How are you guys? Oh my gosh, I am having a emotionally amazing roller coaster at the moment. I am about to bleed. I'm positive of that. I'm like, it's so gonna happen. My sisterhood first day is happening tomorrow. So the sisterhood is a group coaching program that I'm running forever, at least for 5 years. And it's live. So it's not an online coaching group. It's not anything online. It's all in person. And we're doing 6 live events in Melbourne throughout the year, plus our Facebook group. It's a little tribe and community of women who want to do life coaching, confidence coaching, but in the community, in a tribe kind of scenario, not just one-on-one. So I'm excited because I'm birthing this baby, which has been the sisterhood idea forever, and not being able to do it because of the babies and having young children myself. And so now tomorrow's our first day. Wow, I am bursting at the seams with excitement and anticipation, and I think I'm about to get my period, so then I'm all emotional, and I've cried already like 10 times today. A girlfriend, beautiful soul sister, oh my God, she's amazing. She sent me a gorgeous card wishing me well and you know, the work that I'm doing with women, and then she sent me this book called Rise, Sister, Rise, and it is amazing. I haven't gotten a chance to properly give it a read, but I've seen a few of the pages, and it's all about sisterhood, and it's all about circles and women and amazing shit. So I love me some spiritual witchy stuff, but listening to Drake and saying fuck all mixed in together, and it works really well for me. So I'm really excited. I'm at a really happy place right now, really feeling raw and vulnerable and pumped. I wanted to come to you because I was thinking about a lot of my clients, especially because I see a lot of mothers, and even clients that aren't mothers, that maybe they're younger and they don't know what they should be doing with their life, air quotes, should be doing, or they're older and they're like, I've lost my way and I don't know what I should be doing, and they're lost in their purpose. And I think it's like having the ability to find what your purpose is and being okay with where your life has been up till now. And so many of us are like, I don't know what my purpose is. I don't know what I'm doing. I should be here. I should be there. Things should be different. And so I wanted to do this podcast episode to help you out there if you ever have felt like, or if you currently feel like you're lost. You don't know what the fuck you're doing. You don't know what you should be doing. You don't know if it's right or wrong. Maybe you're comparing yourself to where you thought you would be when you were younger and you're not there. And maybe you're making it mean that you're not good enough, or that you fucked up, or you should be somewhere else. So if you are, single and you think you should be married with kids because that's what your mom told you, or society's norms, or maybe you're a mother and your children are so grown up now and you're not the mother anymore. What are you? I mean, I can tell you, you are not just a mother, let me tell you that, but you may have felt like you've been in the motherness for so long. Now what? Maybe, you're in school and you don't really know what you're going to do. Maybe you feel like you're doing something and you thought you would love it and you don't love it. And now you're like, I'm not good at anything. What can I do? So if you feel like you're lacking purpose, or you feel like you should have a purpose and you don't feel very purposeful right now, this podcast episode is for you. And here's the first part of this, what I want to tell you, what really made me want to do this, is because I created this thing that I don't even know honestly where it came from. One day I was with a client who had issues with purpose and going, what am I here for? How do I know I haven't wasted my life? And I'm like, how do you know that everything up till now, your whole life up till now, hasn't been your purpose? Like, how do you know that everything that you are going through and you have been through wasn't exactly what your purpose was supposed to be? And you comparing on you needing to find it is like, it's not lost. Maybe this whole thing has been your purpose. Because anytime you're looking within and you're looking to shift or change something, to me, there's no greater purpose than growing and expanding yourself. So I remember I was sitting with this client and I created something that I'm going to give you a little exercise, because I love to give you something to do, like an actual physical writing exercise that you can do once we get through the podcast. But what I want to offer you is look at your life right now and look where you could possibly be comparing yourself to your friends, comparing yourself to who you thought you were going to be, comparing yourself to how old you are, how much money you have, comparing yourself to the people on social media, comparing yourself to your friends or family members or your parents. I think a lot of this I don't know who I am and I don't know what my purpose is. The first part of this is we're in massive comparison. You know, we think we should be here, but we're there. And it's like, can't you trust that where you are is exactly where you need to be? And it's not some fluffy fucking spiritual quote. That's so true. It's true as hell. Where you are is exactly where you need to be. How do we know? Because you are there. You wouldn't be there if you didn't have to be there. You wouldn't be questioning yourself about this if you didn't have to. Because what's going to come from this is exactly what you need to go into the direction you were meant to go. Does that make sense? I really want you to get that. Stop comparing yourself and thinking that you should be somewhere where you're not. I remember when I was 18, I thought that by the time I was 30, I was going to be like J-Lo and famous, and because I wanted to be an actress. I don't know if I told you all that. But when I was 7, I wanted to be an actress, and I was just like, I'm going to be an actress. And I still think I would be the most amazing actress. And I haven't fully pursued it. I did classes. I loved it. It filled my heart so much. But this coaching work, I just became addicted. And I felt like acting is such an inner job, because you're in your head and you have to be the character, and you really have to give to your character and be within yourself. And this coaching work, I'm in everybody else's world. I get to step in to your world and serve you, and it's about you. It's not just about me. And it took me away. I never thought in my wildest dreams that I would be addicted to doing this. So when I was 18, I'm like, when I'm 30, I'm going to be an actor. I'm going to be rich. I'm going to be famous, because that's what I thought I wanted. Oh my God, what was I thinking? And I remember being like 25 or 26 after Gio passing away, and me figuring out who I was, coming to Australia and going, what the fuck am I doing with my life? Like, I thought I was going to be doing this by this age. And I know what was happening for me. I was comparing my 18-year-old thought of self to my 26-year-old self, who was living in a totally different country at a totally different time in my life. I had never known I was going to go through all those experiences. So I think you really got to check where you're comparing yourself. You know, are you comparing yourself to who you thought you were going to be when you were younger? Are you comparing yourself to your cousins or your sister or your parents, where they were, what they did? You know, even to your partner, like how are you looking at your life? Because if you're comparing yourself, I can tell you right now, that's where a lot of the trouble's coming from. What if you were okay with where you were? What if you were okay with your current life and the purpose that you serve right now? Because you serve a purpose. There's something that you're doing. It may not be what you thought you wanted to do or what you think you should be doing, but you are serving a purpose. And if you can look around your world, as Oprah says, Oprah's amazing. She says, let the universe, let the world around you guide you to your purpose. For example, if a lot of people tell you that you dress really well and you always look really nice and decked out, maybe your purpose is dressing people or being a stylist. That's how I became a stylist, by the way. People thought I was a stylist anyway. And I was like, no, I'm not a stylist. You know, maybe your purpose, since people say you're really good at listening and nurturing, is, you know, working with people in therapy or counseling or life coaching. Maybe your purpose has been to mother children, and that's a huge purpose. And it's so funny, my mothers go, I don't know who I am anymore, I'm just a mother, I don't have any other purpose. And then I have clients who are single, who do not have kids, who do not have a partner, and they're dying to be a mother. They're like, I think my whole purpose in my life is to be a mother. And then I'm like, honey, mothers think that their whole purpose is gone. They don't know what their purpose is. Do you know? So sometimes the holy grail of what you think is your purpose is not. And it's like, can you be okay with where you are? And look around your world for the things that are giving you signs. You know, I've got my sisterhood day tomorrow, and one of the biggest messages I'm going to tell them as soon as we get in the room is everything that happens, look at it as a sign. If the universe was trying to talk to you, it would give you these messages throughout the day. If somebody cuts you off, what is it trying to teach you? If you didn't make that train, why not? If you didn't get the job you wanted, why not? Why didn't you get that job? Was there a better job for you? Was that job not good for you? If that guy never called you back, or that girl dissed you, or that friend of yours left you, or you got into an argument with someone, so you ended up not getting in your car and going, or you sat next to someone and they ended up saying something to you and you were like, wow, that was amazing. Like, everything happens for something. And if you start paying attention, being really conscious and aware of the entire day, like everything. Like, I got some paperwork printed for the Sisterhood tomorrow for our action session that we're going to have. And I asked the lady at the Office Works printing place, I was like, I don't mind if that's double-sided or whatever. Do whatever you need to do to make it easy. That's fine. And I hadn't meant what she thought I had meant. And so she made a paper double-sided, which was perfect because I needed that paper double-sided. But I didn't ask her for that. And anyway, by mistake, air quotes, it happened. And I was like, that was perfect. It was not what I needed, but the universe worked it out for me in my favor. And that's how I'm choosing to look at everything. And I'm going to invite the women to do the same. And I invite you to do the same. Where is this good? Where is this thing that's happening to you good? What is it trying to teach you? If it was trying to talk to you, what is it trying to tell you? What is your life telling you? What do your friends tell you? Are you constantly surrounded by people that have money problems? Great. What is the universe trying to tell you? Maybe you need to get a new circle of friends. Maybe you need to get around friends that make money and that have positive thoughts and beliefs about money. Are you constantly surrounded by friends who are having issues with their partners or drama? Or are you constantly surrounded by amazing people who want to change the world and want to work on their shit? Like, the universe, your world, if you look around, there's evidence of what the world is telling you and pointing in your direction. If you start to pay conscious attention, I promise you'll find signs. That's a bit of Oprah. I got to find her. She's got a beautiful video that she talks about purpose. Maybe just Google Oprah, what's your purpose video. It's one of her old Super Soul or master classes, and it's beautiful. She talks about how your life is your purpose. Lastly, here's what I want to tell you. This is the thing I created. I called it a bucket fuck it list. So basically, it's a bucket fuck it list. It's like a bucket list, and you're saying, fuck it, I'm just going to write these shits down, all this shit that I wanted to do. Fuck it, I'm going to write it down, I'm going to book it in, I'm going to do this shit. So here's my advice. If you don't know your purpose and you don't know what you're here for, you don't know what the fuck to do with your life, and you feel like it's lacking big time, here's what I want you to do. I want you to write down, and by the way, this question came from a listener who did, she bought the Loving Bitch Slap bundle, which is like a new thing I'm doing, coaching people via Instagram. They do 5 questions and I send back 5 answers in a voice or a video. And so she sent this question through as part of her 5 questions. And here's my invitation. You get a piece of paper and you write at the top, my bucket fuck it list, or my fuck it bucket list, whatever you want to write. And you write down 10 to 20 things that you want to do or that you've always wanted to experience in your life. I'll give you some examples. You could say skydive. You could say learn Spanish. You could say, I've always wanted to go to a pottery class. I've always wanted to dance tango. I've always wanted to have a threesome. I've always wanted to go to Sexpo. I've always wanted to go to Sexpo. I'm going to Sexpo this year with my husband, y'all. It's like a sex expo in case you don't get it. I've always wanted to live in Barcelona for 6 months out of the year. I've always wanted to bungee jump. I've always wanted to take an art class. I've always wanted to pole dance. I secretly want to be a stripper, just letting you know this. So pole dancing, like, I love that. I want to belly dance, whatever it is. Ridiculous shit. Get it all down on paper. And if you go, I don't know what to do, don't let your fucking mind say, I don't know. Ask more of your mind. Go, okay, come on, mind. If you don't know, but if you did know, what would it be? What would you want to do? What did you used to want to do? Check in with your old self, your younger self, your pre-baby self, your excited self, your pre-relationship self. I've always had a interest in singing. Okay, cool. Singing. I want to sing. I want to perform. I want to dance. Write down all of these 10 to 20 bucket fuck it list things, because here's the thing. Actually, I'll wait. So you write these things down, right? And then I want you to circle 3 that are actually doable. So if you live in Australia, maybe living in, Europe for 6 months, you got kids, is not doable right now. But taking a Spanish class and learning Spanish is doable right now. Circle Spanish, circle belly dancing, circle pole dancing, circle an art class, whatever, life drawing, whatever you want. Circle the 3 things that are most likely you could do ASAP, and then book them and get your ass doing them. Meaning, get onto Dr. Google and go Google belly dancing in Melbourne, belly dancing in wherever the hell you live. Bam, find a place you like, check out the schedule, book that shit in, pay the class, put it into your calendar, and go and fucking do it. And go and do the other 2 things as well. Try this shit out. Here's why. This is what I was going to tell you before. This whole list is about fun. F-U-N. It's a thing that we should be having in our life that we don't have enough. So your homework after this workshop is to have, after this podcast is to have some fun. So what does that look like? It's fucking joy. You go and try something that you've never tried before, and it's fun. And you go, oh my God, I'm having a blast doing tango classes. Fantastic. Or you go, you know what? I actually hate bungee jumping. It was horrible. Okay, great. Or I actually am in love with belly dancing. Oh my God, I find this love for belly dancing. Listen to me, my love. You are not going to know if you're in one of those places where you're like, I don't know what my purpose is. I don't know what I'm here for. Your purpose right now is to go have some fucking fun and fill your life with joy, pure joy. Not because you're going to become a belly dancing teacher, not because it's going to make you $50,000. Sorry about my mic. Not because you're, going to enter a competition. If that happens, awesome. But it's not for any other reason than to have pure joy and excitement of doing something new. You're learning, you're experiencing, you're connecting. Guess what's going to happen? You're going to meet people. These people are going to meet other people. You're going to connect with different parts of the wherever town you live in. You're going to be driving somewhere or taking a tram. These interactions that you're going to have are going to be the gold. This is like knitted into these events. So you may meet a group of people that you've never met before. You may make a best friend. You may fall in love with someone. You may end up on the other side of town and see something and go, oh my God, that's it. That's what I want to do. Like when you're in joy, when you're in pure happiness and pure joy, doing something new and learning, like, believe you me, when the shitty negative thoughts come, and they will come, you are going to be able to address them so much better because you're going to have your tank of joy so fucking full that here comes negativity, it doesn't hurt you as much. Here comes a negative person, they can't get in. Here comes a shitty thought, you're like, yeah, whatever, I can't be bothered. I feel so good and happy. You have got to fill your fucking joy and fun tank up. Mothers, your joy tank and fun tank is fucking smoking empty. And I get it. We got kids. We're filling their tank up. Doesn't mean what's fun for our fucking kids is fun for us. Going to McDonald's playground or going to playgrounds and shit's not always fun for us, right? So you need to make sure that these events are for you. They're not family functions. They're not for anybody else. They're for you to fill your heart. One of my clients is going to go do aerial pole dancing. So it's like pole dancing, aerial, like some Cirque du Soleil shit with like ropes and hanging, right? And she's like, that looks so fun. I don't know if she's going to be amazing at it or not. She's going to go do it because it's going to be fun. And it excites her. And I saw her. We Googled it in our session. We got in front of the computer. I'm like, tell me, where is this? Where do you want to go? Boom, we found the place. We looked at the schedule. And I'm like, book it in right now. Book this shit in. She booked it in. She's going to go aerial. She's going to go do a photo shoot for herself. She's going to go, learn Italian Wednesday nights. Booked, done. And here's what happens. You book in these fun things for yourself and you end up enjoying your life more. And guess what happens? When you enjoy your life more and you're doing things you enjoy, there is more purpose to your life. There is more ability that you are going to find the dream job, the dream friends, the dream man, the dream relationship. You're going to be in fucking love with your life. And when you're in love, whether it's in a relationship or love of self and love of your life, you're in a whole nother emotional ball game. Love is the key to it all, my love. Like, honestly, it's insane. A person in love, there were some studies done about people that were in love and how much longer they lived, how much happier their life was. And love doesn't have to come from a relationship only. It could come from you having a dog and having family and having beautiful, luxurious experiences in your life that fill you up, as long as you feel love. So, your bucket list is your homework. I want you to put 10 to 20 things. Don't let your brain tell you, I don't know what to pick, I don't know what to say, I don't know what they are. Oh, don't do that shit to yourself. At least get 5 down. Circle 3 that you can do that are actually realistic that you can do. I'm not saying going to Europe's not realistic, but put some realistic shit down that you can actually do. Book it into your calendar as soon as you finish circling the 3. Google, find the things, find the times. Do not fuck around. Don't just do the list and think that's it. No, you do the list, you find the places, you book the shit in, and then you attend. If you want to draw in a girlfriend or 2 or a guy friend, bring them. But attend the shit. You could hate all 3 things. That's okay. Go back to the list and pick 3 other things. I want you to do the things until you find something that's lighting you up inside. And not for your purpose, for fun, for pure joy. Because when you're in joy and you're in fun, finding your purpose, finding anything you desire is going to be 50,000 times easier. And you may even find that dancing is your fucking purpose. You then may become a dance teacher. You may travel around the world dancing. You may meet someone in your dance class and be like, that's my best friend. You and her may fucking open a business, and her brother and you might get married. I don't know. Like, this shit happens, y'all. But get your ass out of your head and go do some fun shit. So your homework right now is fun, and joy. Pure fucking joy. I'm telling you right now, it's a game changer. I do yin yoga. I do yoga now. Yoga's my fun. I fucking love it. Like, I'm on the mat twice a week, maybe 3 times a week. My husband does gymnastics. He fucking loves it. He's not with his kids. I'm not with my kids. It lights us up. We're a better marriage. Like, we have a better marriage because we get to do that for ourselves. I'm better with my kids because I get to do that for myself. You know, like, what is the thing that you need to do? I would love to add dancing. It's nighttime schedule, but dancing is one of mine. Oh, I feel so different when I dance. If you're having issues with sexuality and intimacy and getting in touch with your body, especially if you've had any sexual abuse, anything like that, I recommend, and I find for me, healing your sexual abuse and healing your body stuff, obviously first, but then going off and moving your body in dance, any kind of dance, it's massive expression of self and love and life, and it just gets you moving, gets your blood flowing, and it moves all the energy in your body. So I highly recommend dance, similar to exercise, except dance can have that element of fun and cheekiness, and it's amazing. So if you're in Melbourne as well, there's a place called 5 Rhythms. My coach told me about it, my dear soul sister friend. It is like you dance the 5 rhythms and you just go crazy dancing. Everybody's in there dancing crazy. Nobody's paying attention to anybody. You can sit on the floor. You can do fucking handstands. You can do hopscotch. You can do whatever you want in that room. You pay some money and you just shake it out, all the 5 rhythms. And then I think they do like a group circle meditation. It's so fucking cool. And I highly recommend it. So finding something like that, 5 Rhythms, where you are, just a place to let loose and dance and move your body. Dancing Eros is another one that's like a sexy dance, and I think they do that all around the world, and that is fucking amazing. I would love to do that, just to get in tune with my sex and my sensuality and my feminine. Watch out. So you can tell dance is one for me. What are your 10? What are your 20? What are the 3 you're going to do? Please hit me up when you listen to this podcast. Tag me, Instagram me, Facebook me. Let me know what your bucket list looks like. Thank you for the question to my beautiful listener, Latina. Gracias, mi amor. I hope that you're doing your homework, sister. And let me know how all of this goes for you, right? Photography, whatever these ideas that you thought you want to dabble in. You don't have to become a photographer, but maybe you want to take a course. I don't know. Like, just have a look at it. Have a deep look at it. Use a bit of meditation and figure out what you want to do that you haven't been able to do in your past. And I just said to my client, because she got a bit stuck, I said, if you were going to die in 6 months' time, what would you love to do? If money wasn't an issue, if time wasn't an issue, and you had to stay in the town you were in, what would you want to do? And so a lot of that came from that question. So I hope this serves you, my love, as always. Thank you for listening. Love you so damn much. And I can't wait to talk to you on the podcast soon. Thank you so much for listening. I so appreciate your time, your ears, your support, your love, your questions. Please connect. You can head over to Instagram at The Queen of Confidence or Facebook at The Queen of Confidence and hit me up. Or if you're not on Facebook or Instagram, email me, yo. My email is erica@thequeenofconfidence.com. I cannot wait to hear from you. I thank you. I love you. This podcast is for you. Go out there and be great, y'all.